Hi everybody, welcome to ukuleleworship.org. Today I want to teach you a song called Lord, I Lift Your Name on High. This is a great song. This is one of the first songs that I learned how to play on ukulele, and it's a really great song. So let me start by showing you the chords. Alright, so in Lord, I Lift Your Name on High, there are 5 different chords. So we have the G chord, which is this chord right here. You have your first and second finger on the second fret on the first string and the third string, and then you have your third finger on the second string on the third fret. So you form that little triangle. That is the G chord. And then the C chord is on the third fret, first string, and we're going to play that with our third finger. That's going to help us make some of the transitions to the other chords. So that's the C chord. Then the D chord I'm going to use is going to be the top 3 strings, the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd string on the 2nd fret. So those are all on the 2nd fret. You could also play the D chord this way. You could bar it on the 2nd fret and then put your little finger on the 5th fret on the 1st string. That's another way to do it. You could do it that way too. Either way is fine. Then we have an E minor chord, which is the 1st string on the 2nd fret, 2nd string on the 3rd fret, and 3rd string on the 4th fret. So you form that little shape right there. That's the E minor chord. And then we have an A minor chord, which is going to be on the 2nd fret on the 4th string. So that's that. That's the A minor chord. Okay? So that's all the chords. So the first thing you want to do, like I say with all these songs, is you want to practice going from chord to chord. So a couple of transitions in this song that are really important. There's a pattern that happens. It goes from the G chord to the C chord to the D chord, back to the C chord, and then back to the G chord. So those chords, that's the pattern. It's pretty much through the whole song. It follows that pattern. So it goes G, C, D, C, and then it starts again. G, C, D, C, G. So you want to get very comfortable with those chords. Then there's a spot during the chorus where it goes to the E minor chord. And when it does that, it goes from a D chord to the E minor chord. So you want to practice playing your D chord and then going to your E minor chord. And what we're shooting for is to have all our fingers hit the strings at the same time. So you want to find that. So you don't want to go like this. You don't want to go, because you'll never make that if you're trying to play the song. So we want to practice remembering where all 3 fingers or 4 fingers, remember where they go, and put them all down in one place, at one time, I mean. Okay? So practice going back and forth from the D to the E minor. That's a real important part of the song. Okay, it only happens once in the song, but it's an important spot. So go back and forth on that. Then also, there's another spot right there where it goes from the E minor to the A minor. So you want to practice going from the E minor to the A minor. So there's a number of ways you could practice this. You could just play one of each chord, back and forth, but practice trying to hit all your fingers at the same time. Okay? You could also play like 4 of the chords. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 of the A minor. 1, 2, 3, and then you could go to the D even. 1, 2, 3, and then back to the E minor. You could just practice going between those 3 chords. That's a great way to practice those chords. So get comfortable with those chords first, and then I'll show you some strums. Alright, so I hope you have those chords down, or you're starting to get them. Just take your time with those, go real slow, make sure you're laying your fingers down where they need to go. Okay? Alright, I want to show you a couple different strums. Lord, I Lift Your Name on High. You could play this with a couple different strums, or probably several different strums. I'm going to show you 2 different ones. I'm going to show you the real basic one. The real basic one would be just to play downbeats with your thumb, or you could use your finger. I think if you're just playing downbeats, it might sound better with your thumb. But there's an intro. It goes G, C, D, C, and then it does that again, G, C, D, C. And you would do 2 of each of those during that intro. So let me show you how that would go. The down strum would go like this. You just play it like this. I'll just play the intro for you. So here's G, G, C, C, D, D, C, and then I'll repeat that. Now here's the song starts here. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. Okay, so you get the idea there. I'm just strumming downbeats with my thumb, and I'm playing two strums for each chord. Okay, now that would be the most basic, and I would maybe try that first especially if you're new to the ukulele. Try getting that all going first like that before you start doing any of the fancier kind of strums, okay? So here's another strum you can use. It's a little bit more involved. I use this one quite a bit. I'm going to use my first finger, and I'm going to go like this. Okay, so what I'm doing there is I'm going down, down, up, up, down, up. And then I go to the next chord. So if I was going to play that intro, it would go, I'll try to go real slow. Down, down, up, up, down, up, 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 down. Okay, so hopefully that made sense. Now, usually this song goes a little bit faster than that. So let me play you the song, and you can kind of see how that strum goes. I'm going to use that last strum. But take your time with these strums. If you're new to the ukulele and you haven't worked on these strums, you want to go very slowly. Just take your time. You can even mute your strings and just practice. That last one that I just showed you is one that I use. I've heard a lot of people use it. I use it all the time. So it's very usable for lots of different songs. And you can mute your strings down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up. So you want to take your time. It takes your brain a while to get a handle on what you're trying to do. You have to go slowly, and eventually if you practice it long enough slowly, then the speed will just take over for itself. Okay? All right, so now let's put it all together. I'm going to use that last strum that I just showed you, the down, down, up, down, up strum. And I'm going to go a little bit faster than I did. I'll still try to go a little bit slow so you can hear how it all kind of goes together. I'm not going to do the whole song, but I'll do the verse and maybe the chorus. Okay, here we go. Lord, I lift your name on high. Lord, I love to sing your praises. I'm so glad you're in my life. I'm so glad you came to save us. You came from heaven to earth to show the way. From the earth to the cross, my debts to pay. From the cross to the grave, from the grave to the sky. Lord, I lift your name on high. All right, so if I were actually doing the whole song, I would probably go back and do the verse again. And then do that chorus again a couple times, and then just repeat, Lord, I lift your name on high a few times. So that's pretty much it. Again, take your time, go slowly. If you're new to these strums, go very slowly with that strum. Take your time, practice those chords. You know, it takes time till your fingers get a handle on what you're trying to do. So take your time, maybe practice that easy strum first. You know, take your time, have a good time with it. All right, have a great day. Thank you for coming by ukuleleworship.org.